If you listen to this with a certain involvement, you will see this is not just about emotional detachment. It is really about how you sit within yourself when life does not go your way. The resentment, failure, trauma, relationship anxieties, these are not separate problems. They are different flavors of the same fundamental entanglement. You have become too identified with what you feel, with what has happened, and with what you think should have happened. When something fails, you call it my failure. When something hurts, you call it my trauma. When someone behaves unpredictably, it becomes my relationship anxiety. The moment you put my, you have stepped into a trap. Life is not happening to you in the way you think. Life is simply happening. But your mind gathers impressions. Someone said something, someone left, something broke, something did not work, and you hold it. Not just in memory, you hold it in your body, in your chemistry, in your very way of being. This holding is what becomes resentment. Resentment is just a memory that you refuse to let die. Failure is just an event that you refuse to see as a process. Trauma is an experience that has passed, but you keep it alive by reliving it unconsciously. Relationship anxiety is simply fear, not of the other person, but of losing what you have become attached to. Now, people think detachment means becoming cold, distant, or indifferent. No, that is a kind of self-defense born out of fear. That is not freedom, that is withdrawal. If you try to cut off your emotions, you will not become free. You will become dull. And a dull life is not a liberated life. At the same time, if you drown in your emotions, every thought becomes truth. Every feeling becomes command. Then you are not living consciously. You are just being driven. So what is the way? You must learn to sit in such a way that everything can pass through you, but nothing sticks. When anger comes, you see it. When love comes, you see it. When fear comes, you see it, but you do not become it. Right now, if you are anxious in a relationship, you are not seeing the person. You are seeing your fear of loss. If you are resentful, you are not seeing reality. You are seeing your past replaying itself again and again. This is why no matter where you go, the same patterns follow you. Because the problem was never outside. To be detached does not mean you hold life at a distance. It means you can be deeply involved, but untouched. Like this, you can love someone intensely, but you are not trying to possess them. You can give yourself fully to an experience, but you are not demanding that it must last forever. Because you see clearly, everything is transient. If you truly understand this, not as an idea, but as a living reality, then something shifts. You stop clinging. And when you stop clinging, fear begins to dissolve. Without fear, relationships become beautiful, not anxious. Without past clinging, memory becomes wisdom, not trauma. Without identification, failure becomes learning, not suffering. This is the balance, not suppression, not indulgence, just awareness. Once there is a little space between you and what you experience, suddenly you have a choice. Before that, there is no choice, only reaction. And this small space is the beginning of freedom. If you cultivate this, slowly you will see life does not need to be controlled. It only needs to be experienced consciously.